What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. We have the Queen Studios Doctor Strange bus in the house. It's arrived a few days ago. Here is the box. It's quite massive. It did have these things holding it together. Because there's, it's more or less holding it like that. So, quite secure. This is the first of the premium line, dubbed, and one of their first $4,000 bus. So, of course, it's going to have very high expectations for me. I assume it's going to be similar to my Infinity Studios and Loki bust. I don't see a massive, difference. I do like the way they box this, though, because you have the normal brown chipper, and then they use this additional layer to really secure this bad boy. So I'm going to open it upstairs. Too big and heavy to carry it downstairs. So let's get this out. All right, so once you take out there is another box with this padding. So definitely a very secure shipping, no doubt. This is very secure. I'm not going to try to take this out. I'm just going to open it and pull the actual styrofoam out, though. All right, so in addition to this being styrofoamed boxed, there's another piece of styrofoam on top. So this thing is kind of like, let's see, you have one outer layer, 2, 3. It's really like triple boxed and double styrofoamed. They were not wanting issues with this. Alrighty, folks. So the actual styrofoam is not massive. It's actually reasonable. So let's get the COA out. Does come on the nice fancy cases. Yeah, all the newer ones come with the cases, and I feel like all silicones should have a case. It's really annoying that Infinity doesn't. Then they do these awkward sizes. As you can see, it straps with the Queen Studios logo on there. So there also is this instruction book. By the way, I got this alien 3D printed logo I'm gonna put up there. So it seems like it's a pretty simple bust. 2 parts to the base, him and his cape. So very easy. I'm real curious to see how good this face is. Let's take this out. Not sure I can do it one-handed. Nope. All right, calm down, folks. I tried. Not one-handed. Let's just angle the camera. Probably the base. Okay. This is definitely leagues better. If y'all remember, I bought a custom Doctor Strange bus because I wanted one so bad, and it was absolute garbage. One of the worst pieces I've ever received. Base is not too big. Very heavy. And this is for the case, so you can display that. Now this base is not very big. This represents the sanctum. You can see that. Looks really nice. All right. Then in here, you have gloves and makeup powder. I'll just leave that in the box. And then these 2 parts, which go to the base, almost like little buildings. Yeah, and they go, I'll show you. Let's get them out real quick. Yeah, so check out the base. It has pegs right here, so you can go ahead and insert these like so. Right there, and then the other side. So let me just put that on, and then we'll get Doctor Strange out. Okay. Okay. He's actually not too heavy, believe it or not. Give me just a second, folks, to get him on his base. Yeah, Doctor Strange himself is actually reasonable. He's not bad at all. Although trying to find the frickin'. All right. And he's in. Okay. There he is. Yeah, it's a little tricky getting him in. All right, let's get this off. I'll need to do a tiny bit of fussing with the hair. Definitely going to want to have this top level, top shelf. You know, based off my angle right now, you'll want this top shelf. Let's check out the Eye of Agamotto. And then you could always replace that if you want to do a different one. I have 3 of these now, technically. So, before we put the cape on, let's just give it a good walk around. See what... No. They just did close there since it's no arms. Yeah, and it's just closed throughout. There's the back of the base. Pretty cool. I do like the base quite a bit. I think it looks great. All right, let's get the cape on. Alrighty, and there's the cape. The cape is actually massive. Like, this is a huge cape for a life-size bust. But of course, you can display the cape how you want. You could tuck it in the back, you know, sway it out like this. Pretty easy to put on the cape. It's just 2 little buttons right here and here on each side. And then you can, you know, angle this. This has a wire in it. So I'll fuss with that a little bit to get it to look a little bit better. But this is straight out of the box. $4,000 Doctor Strange bust. Ordered direct from Queen Studios. Shipping was like 400 something. I can't remember exactly. But it was kind of like a $4,500 life-size bust. So more expensive than, frankly, every Infinity Studio bust. And I haven't spent that much on any of those, to be honest. Even like Harley was cheaper than that. So he is very expensive. Initial impressions, looks really good. I want to get him up high, though, so I can really look at that portrait, though, because that's like the main reason you buy this. So let's get him over in the Marvel room. Alrighty, folks. Before we get to the Doctor Strange, check out the COA, just so you can see. I got number 23 of 200. And this is the first batch. I don't know how many batches they're doing, but it seems like Queen always does batches of, like, whatever. Alexa, turn on Marvel DC Statue Room lights. Alrighty. So here he is. He is looking off to the side at this angle. Now, granted, I could always angle him to look more forward. But there he is. I believe I should have sufficient space for Captain America bust. I know he's like 3 feet wide, but I plan to have Captain's shield hang over like right here. It's kind of the idea. And have the hammer, I want him angled so the hammer's like hidden behind his cape, almost like you can't see it. So ideally, I just want Cap with his shield. So that's him 99.9% of the movies. So, you know, here's Doctor Strange versus 2 of the older Queen silicone busts, Loki and Hulk. And as you can see, he is quite a bit taller. His base is a little bit bigger, but also just his general like torso and head, like his neck is more upwards, where Loki's like slightly hunched over. Same with Hulk. They're both like kind of hunched over. He is like looking straight forward. You know, and I got this as well. But here is Doctor Strange. Yeah, as you can see, Hulk, they should have changed this. I hope they do another Hulk in the future. Like, I like this Hulk a lot, but it needs to be better. So let's check out the base first. So you have the Sanctum look from New York, with a nice little Doctor Strange plaque here. Almost looks like the plaque has a piece of plastic over it, I swear. But I'm not pilling it if it is. But, freaking styrofoam. Always getting styrofoam. Yeah, that looks like glass and almost metal. It's going down into the base. Overall, I like the base quite a bit. It's definitely like a perfect Doctor Strange bust base. Very cool. As far as this mixed media, let's feel this. Feels like a standard shirt. You know, that has like a weaving. Then there's a shirt right here. So it's kind of like a 3-layered shirt. The cape is nice and thick, and it looks really well done. You know, the patterns, this little thing, everything about this cape is very nice. It has a really nice design on the inside that feels like, you know, velvet or felt or whatever. Very soft. But overall, this cape is very, very nice. Yeah, so the cape looks really well done. If you guys haven't seen, check out my old Doctor Strange bust video. The one I used to have, and I sold it like a week later. Well, a day later. All right, let's check out the portrait. First is the eyes. They are... Goodness, what is that? Eternity? The eyes look really well done. Like, those are very well done eyes. The silicone looks really good. You know, you can see like veins right there and there. The wrinkles in his face, because, you know, he is older. I think he's in his 50s. Hand punched hair. It's kind of a harder silicone. It's not as soft like Loki or Hulk. The eyebrows look good. They got his grays all along here. You know, so, you know, just like in the movie, it's really just to the sides, like all along here. The top part of the head is mostly just brown. Out of the box, I think the hair looks pretty good. I'm probably not going to fuss with it. Overall, it looks pretty good. You know, the beard looks great. You know, very realistic. The overall bust does weigh a decent amount. Mostly due to the base, though. Like, the actual body is probably PVC, if I was to guess. And then the head silicone. The silicone weighs the heaviest on the head part. You know, and there's even like a backrest thing on the base to help, you know, support it. But the base definitely is what gives this the most weight, and then the head. Check out the inner nostrils. I think the likeness is definitely extremely good. Like, you look at this, you definitely think Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch. You're not looking at this thinking of any other character. He has moles here and there. The hand punched hair looks great. I got no complaints there. Yeah, the beard looks really well done. So there's some grays in there for sure. Check out that. Really nice, you know, skin paint app and skin pore detail. You know, and the wrinkles also look good to show him, you know, being aged. The ear looks like a real ear. You know, check it out next to me. It's a big bust in terms of height. Like, it's not super wide or super deep, but it is tall. I believe it's like 33 inches tall. Definitely bust you're going to want it top shelf. Like, I can see him really good right now. Where, honestly, I can't see Hulk. Hulk needs to be more like this tall. Hulk needs to be higher. But as long as I'm sitting in my chair, then I can see Hulk great. Yeah, if you're sitting down, you know, like, that would be the look. I feel like Doctor Strange is best viewed where I'm standing. You know, you can see him really good. Yeah, so this is the first of their premium line. You know, and then check out good old Loki. Sit down and look at the wall. Wall's coming along very nicely. Yeah, Doctor Strange looks really freaking good, I will say. I like it more than all the old Infinity Saga busts. You know, anything down low, He's better. He's better than Hulk, better than that Loki. I wouldn't say he's better than this Loki. I still think this Loki's a little bit better just because I like his armor better and the helmet. But in terms of likeness or like detail, I don't know. They're like, the thing is, he has like the beard, which adds like detail in a sense. He has a better base. I like that base better than Loki's. I do like Loki's base, but I think Doctor Strange is just a little bit better concept. But overall, I think I do like Loki better. You know, so if I was to rank right now my 3 best Marvel busts, I would do Doctor Strange, Loki, Thanos. You know, and then after that, you know, on the bottom shelf, might have to be like Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Venom, maybe Vision, Spidey, Black Panther, and Pepper. Well, Pepper's better than Black Panther and Vision. So I'd probably go Pepper, then Iron Man, or Vision, Iron Man, Black Panther's the least favorite of them all. Well, we forgot to include Hulk. Hulk is probably after Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel's a better bust. I really like that Captain Marvel. Plus, I love Brie Larson. Yeah, overall, I think it's a solid looking bust, though. The detail is top notch. I got no complaints. Would it be better with 2 arms? It would definitely be a lot wider. That's the one nice thing about the bust without the arms. It's not that they're necessarily cheaper, because, you know, this costs more than Catwoman, Joker, costs more than Aquaman, Mara, Harley. He costs more than them all. And he's not as big as any of them, really, because they all have the arms and are like almost 3 feet wide each. But it does save on space at least, and it does match all my Marvel busts pretty much being armless. The only ones that are going to have arms are Thanos, Captain America, and if I get that Black Widow. I'm still debating on that one, honestly. It seems like a lot of people hate it, but I still like it. And at the end of the day, I only care what my opinion really is. And I do like it. So, I might buy it. I get a lot of ideas when I'm on vacation as well. So, you know, I went and looked at my DBZ collection. I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to sell these. They're so good. But overall, I'm very happy to have this Doctor Strange. I think anyone that's going to be getting this will be happy. I think the likeness is a solid, like, 95%. You know, it's like Catwoman. Like, that looks just like Anne Hathaway. That looks just like Benedict Cumberbatch. And I'm a huge fan of Doctor Strange. Ever since the first movie and Infinity War, Endgame, Doctor Strange 2, which I watched recently, I really like Doctor Strange. I like his powers. I like the actor. I like his look. And this is a billion times better than that garbage piece of crap one-off custom I got a long time ago. God, that was so bad. I'm just happy I was able to get rid of it. But this is definitely a keeper in my book. In terms of this, it feels metal. Looks pretty good. You know, it's kind of somewhat similar to my other one. You know, this is from like the first movie where it has like the almost infinity stone in the middle, eye opening up. There's also ones that do light up as well. And I do have one more Doctor Strange one, but I put it away. But if I ever wanted to change, you know, that to have him wearing it, I could. These are licensed that cost like $80. But overall, this one does look really good. So, you know, and this like rope is the same rope as this. Although I worry these are not long enough. I feel like that's longer rope than this. You know, like when I've worn these, it's almost to my neck. But honestly, I have no complaints about this piece other than it took Queen Studios several months to actually ship this. When I paid them $4,500 on like February and I didn't get it till June for economy shipping. I feel like that's pretty ridiculous. You know, generally with economy shipping, you should have it within 2 months. And their communication is piss poor. I'm still waiting on an email I sent 2 weeks ago from them. So I don't like Queen Studios customer service. I feel they overcharge on shipping. You know, Exhibit A, Captain America life-size bust. Buddy of mine got shipping notice. For him, $1,198 for economy. and so basically $1,200 for economy and $1,800 for express. And he did express, which I warned him you might get hit with custom fees. If they're doing DHL and it's a $4,000 bust, you're going to get hit with $500 in custom fees, because that's what I got for her. You know, her initial price was like $4,000. Really less than that. I think it was $3,600 I paid. But then shipping and custom fees was $500 on her. So for Captain America bust, I found it through a retailer, $400 shipping. $400 versus $1,200. So yeah, I definitely feel that they're overcharging on shipping cost, and they have terrible customer service. They haven't really even done anything about the fact my Loki cape doesn't have magnets in it. You know, like, are they going to help me? I don't know. Probably not. I'm guessing not. I'm just glad the cape can still like stay in there, just folded in, but it should be magnetized in. Doctor Strange, I have 0 issues. I did not see any QC issues or anything, so we're good with Doctor Strange. Happy to have him. I will never order direct from Queen Studios again. Rather use like a Chinese seller, you know, like Resin GK, for example, because they can get it sooner and cheaper. And I think in general, a lot of people are going to stop ordering from Queen once they've ordered once, because they realize how piss poor their customer service and slow shipping and overcharging on shipping cost is. But overall, this is definitely a grail of Doctor Strange collectibles and one of the best Marvel busts, as I've stated. So very happy to have him. Let me know what you guys think of Doctor Strange. He would probably go better over here. However, I don't believe I could fit Cap over there. You know, I'd have to do like Loki, Cap, and Thor right here, and then do like Hulk, Doctor Strange over there. I don't know if that'd work, just because, you know, it'd have to go Loki right there, then Thor, then, you know, I wanted to have like the Trinity surrounding him. That's why I'm doing it this way. But I could always just angle Doctor Strange, but I don't mind him looking off to the side like that. Overall, it's amazing, though. Very happy to have it. So Queen does outstanding work on their bust. They just need to, you know, improve customer service and shipping process if you're ordering direct. Otherwise, this is really amazing, folks. 10 out of 10 from the Flankster. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.